Hi, everybody. Welcome to Life,
Blog
Laughter,
Talk
Happiness.
Radio.
This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today we're going to do Chakra Day. Our host, Kelly, is calling in right now. And we have our co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody. I'm excited to be here today.
Right. The lady that we were supposed to be doing the Chakra Day for hasn't called in yet. Kelly just said that she's calling in right now. So let me see.
Hi, Kelly.
Oh no, she's not on the air yet. But don't worry about it. I'll let you know. Let's see, but Kitra.
Okay. Well, how are you doing, Jonathan?
Good.
Jonathan?
Good. I mean, I confirmed it with Kitra earlier. I talked to Kitra. I mean, I was, I just sent her the number. So let's see.
Okay. Well, I look forward to talking to Kitra Pope, who I see is a very beautiful model that will be calling in to have her chakras read and cleansed by Kelly today. So I was very excited about that. I did see her and connected to her, and if the callers want to check her out on Instagram, she's at Ivy Dior. No, IVK Dior. Is her Instagram.
Kelly, are you there?
Yeah, thanks. I've been here for a little bit, but I was talking. Nobody can hear me.
Kitra still hasn't here yet, so I'm still waiting on Kitra. I verified it with her earlier that she was going to be on today. But I texted her the number, so I'm not sure why she hasn't called. She's called in before to the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sending her a message right now. Okay, I'm sending her a message. But so what shall we do if we don't hear from Kitra? Are we going to brush up some chakras on each other? Are we going to make sure we're all tuned up?
Good.
I guess what we could do. Let's wait a little while to cross the bridge before we come to it. But I'm gonna try calling her again. I love that the co-host, people there, gives it a sort of backup plan, because otherwise, I would be sitting here alone,
Well,
yeah, we have a lot of topics to talk about, right, Kelly?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of development.
What I'm gonna do? You two talk, and I'm gonna go see if I can call Kitra.
Okay, we will talk. Kelly, yeah. I have a question. I have a question for you. Since I started with the show, have you felt like something different happening in me? Do you see that from the first time you cleansed my chakras, and that's how we met, that have you seen any good changes or bad changes or indifference from me, my personality, my soul, my heart at all?
I have noticed huge growth. Not that there was anything bad before. It's just like all of a sudden it's like the planets are lining up and we are exploding forward. And like I noticed you totally open up to things that you were unsure of before and wanted to know more about.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're saying that, because I feel that it was kind of a trick question, because I know that I feel it so much, and I just wanted to see if you noticed, because you're so in tuned, obviously, you are a healer, so that is so good that you did notice this in me.
Thank you. I certainly have. I'm very proud of you. I mean, you are just, you took this and you ran with it, and that's really the only way to do that. And, some people aren't ready, and that's fine. But to really fully embrace it like you have, you're just growing by leaps and bounds. and it's really exciting.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
and you know what? I've learned so much from you because it's so ironic. Both of us, we have gone through a lot recently with your personal life and my personal life, and then with my move coming up, and then both of our both had accidents recently. And so there's a lot in common, but I noticed that how you handle it so well, and you always stay so sweet and so nice, that I've learned from you, and to be able to talk to you and all of our psychic guests on a weekly basis, daily basis, and we have that right at our disposal. I just feel so blessed, and without you guys, I probably wouldn't even be handling all this as well. I really do believe that.
So I believe the same thing. I believe that it's like a big thing with all of us, that we are helping each other grow, and we're noticing things about each other and ourselves, and it's just been a wonderful growing experience. And I'm so glad that I inspired you. I mean, that makes me so happy. It's like, I went into this thinking that if I could just touch one person's life, that would be great, and that would be my goal. And it's like, I don't think you realize how much you helped me, because I do have my low times. I do have times where, I'm kind of hard on myself. And then I see you, and I see that you're going through similar things, and we're inspiring each other.
Yes, I feel like, thank you for acknowledging that. And don't you think that acknowledgement is really so very important for people when you say, look what you've done for me, look how I've noticed in you how you are, which is helping me. That in itself, the acknowledgement, is a key to making people feel good or feeling good about ourselves. Wow, somebody noticed something. That little tiny thing and that acknowledgement goes so far. So I'd like to tell everybody out there who's listening that simple thing can really do wonders in another person's life. And don't forget to acknowledge people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I don't know how I would be standing up right now. At least, as well as I'm doing, holding up through all this. If it wasn't for you guys, and like you said, too, the network that we have of having psychics and healers and, people that we're in contact with every day, it's been miraculous, really.
I know. Aren't we so lucky? We're so lucky because these people, they're very expensive. I was driving by the other day and I see psychic reading along, and, for 15 minutes, $100, and we get this almost daily. And not just that, but we get the top of the top psychics.
Yeah. We don't have somebody that's, dabbling out of their basement, and, not that that's bad. I mean, that's but
you're so funny. But there are a lot of wannabes, I'm sure, out there. There are, and every single person that we bring on our show is somebody that has a wonderful background, a lot of education, a lot of training in this area, and some of them are new. That's fine, and we're giving them a chance, and they get to talk to other psychics. We usually put 2 on those days, and they go off with that under their belt that they were on a live podcast, so that helps them too. But I really do feel like we have the best of the best on our show, because that's how we find them, because they have a wonderful web page, or Johnny looks them up, and he really gets some good people on, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've had so much positive feedback from people that are listening, or they have talked to one of the psychics or people that we've had on the show, because it's not all psychics, but and even something like bringing awareness to the environment or something like that, it's always something positive. It's not like trying to beat people up on, you need to recycle. This is how we can help the planet and make it a better place for all of us.
Right. Like you're talking about Chris Newman we had on the show with all of that in that state, your state of Michigan, with all of the waste and the poison that's affecting the people. That was a show I don't think a lot of people did hear because we did that at 6 a.m. one morning, and that was very intuitive. And now we have that connection to where we can help the environment with him. And, oh, my goodness, isn't he a very, very intelligent human being, a professor and all that. So it's really great to be able to meet all these people that are at the top of their field, and wonderful. And then we have you, the chakra healer. I wanted to ask you a question about that. Do you think that if somebody gets their chakras healed before they talk to a psychic on a different day, do you think that's good? Because I was thinking that kind of opens up a person more to the world of paranormal, the world of being open to hearing something and accepting it and feeling it maybe. What do you think? Or do you think, does it matter?
Well, different psychics work in different ways, like picking up things differently. I'm guessing that they're probably going to be able to get to the essence of the person, that person's higher self, if the psychic's really good. And they'd be able to tell if there's blockages along the way, and things that are holding them back from their higher purpose or being their best self. So I'm thinking that it probably won't matter. However, if they get their chakras first, it can help that person as long as they do things in a positive way. Like, let's say they get their chakras cleaned and then it removes negative things that might have been blocking them. They have to fill it with positive things. Otherwise, that hole's going to be there, and it's going to be easier for that negativity to go back in that hole, if that makes sense.
Interesting. No, it does make sense.
I'm thinking if they have their chakras cleaned ahead of time and then talk to the psychic, they would be better able to make use of the information that they're getting from the psychic or the medium or whoever it is that they're talking to that's in the healing realm.
Yes, because when I am trying to get people, or I ask people to do the show, I usually try to get them to do the chakra healing first and then talk to the psychic and the next day or the next week.
Yeah, I think that's a really good strategy. If for any other reason than that, psychic can help them fill in that hole where the negative stuff was, but they need to fill it with good. And I do think that it does let people open up more. Sometimes if they're stuck in a negative mindset, it'll end up that they don't hear what the psychic is saying because maybe they think, that they can't do that, or it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't feel like it fits them. But if they're more open to it, then they can take that advice and be like, oh, I could do that.
Exactly. But you know what I did also notice with me? They're very powerful because Johnny was just telling a psychic, not even on the show, about my accident, and she could feel it without even meeting me. She's like, I have to talk to Barbara. I'm going to call in tomorrow. I want to talk to her. I want to tell her what I saw, what I felt, what I read. And so that's powerful.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, there are,
Vanessa Orr did that. I remember her.
Oh, she was wonderful. Oh, my gosh. I can't even tell you. Like, honestly, I had it was supposed to be a half hour with her, and it turned out to be a lot more because there was so much ground that we covered. It was incredible, and I wrote very, very good notes, and I do refer back to those. And
wow. And you know what I like to do? Go ahead.
Okay, there's the deal. I just talked to Kitra. Now, the problem is that she's driving home. She's not really in a place where she can lay down.
Oh, okay.
What do I say to her?
Do we want to give her more time? Like maybe if she could be there by, I might be able to do them in a half hour. Do you think that she'd be
We can
where
have,
she could do that?
the way the show is set up, you get an extra 59 minutes on top of the hour. So, like, if it's an hour, we'll be able to add it. We'll be able to do it as long as 2 hours. Let me see. Let me ask her. I'll ask her. Is it okay? So, in other words, if say 40 minutes. What?
I'd be okay with that. I don't know if you guys would be, but I'd be fine with it. And I think we have enough things that we can talk about airtime that I don't think that is free.
Right, she can come another time. Yes, she probably should be laying down, I would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You're not going to be able to relax when you're driving.
Oh God, I would hope
no,
not.
No, but I'm saying let's see. She says that she's going to be home in an hour.
Okay.
I don't know. No, that's not going to work out. Sorry, no. I'm sorry, no. She's going to have to, if I'm going to be a part of it, she's going to have to call back on the show time at 5 o'clock because I have already made plans. I'm here for the hour. I really would, but I'm sorry, I can't be longer. And you guys could do it without me, though. I'm sorry. And Kelly and I could just have this conversation now.
We'll just talk. I'll just say I'm sorry. I'll just say I'm
we
sorry.
Can have
we can.
Because I
have another
time. You.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be fired and have her not get what she did from me. So.
It's okay. You and everybody will just talk on this show. Okay, do you want to?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
we're having a good talk, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So,
yes.
Jennifer, what other things have you noticed since you got your suckers cleaned?
What have I noticed?
Yeah.
I have noticed quite a lot. I handle things so much more calmly. Little problems don't even bother me anymore. Big problems I handle with a very calm demeanor, and the little problems, they don't even bother me at all. So, yes, I've always been cheerful and nice and polite to people. That's just something that I've always been. But I take it to even the next level. I'm even nicer. I'm very nice. That people.
By the way,
notice,
she says it's okay if we reschedule, so you guys can go on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. She understands.
I lost my train of thought now.
Oh no, you were saying that you're even nicer.
Oh my.
You're saying that you're even nicer. Yeah, I was just saying that kid understands. We'll reschedule. Just.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you notice that you go beyond being nice to people and polite?
Yes, for example, I walked in the other day to an appointment, and a couple of times this has happened, and I walk in, my face is already feeling nice, like nice, major nice vibes, happy vibes, and I walk in and people are like, wow, what a happy face, what a nice face. So I even noticed that they noticed just the feeling of the vibration inside of me is really kind, and it's going to be, I'm inviting, and it's just so much nicer to walk through life in that way, with that demeanor to, you're only going to attract good, and a couple of times bad people have crossed my path and bad things have happened. That's life. And I'm like, oh no, I was in the land of positivity. I'm in the land of everything's so great. And then I was a little surprised. Some negative stuff came at me. But then I think that's life. But I handled it, and I'm back to being, after that, I go through that, and I'm faced with some negativity. I go right back into my positivity so much more quickly than I used to. So it really has helped me. First off, starting off with Kelly's chakra cleanse, to walking around town feeling like I'm on cloud 9, to having problems come my way and noticing that I'm handling them better. Also, a lot more patience I have, a lot more patience. For one thing, my daughter is an angel, good-natured child. I'm lucky. But sometimes she brings 4 kids in here, and it's a chaotic place. But I'm a lot more patient, I'm realizing. So thank you for asking, and that's your answer.
Oh, that's super, and you're welcome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm starting, to be able to be the same way. Before, if things didn't go the way I had planned, it would rattle me. Like, oh my gosh, this fell off the house, and the car died, and I need, the list goes on, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to freak out. Okay, what do I do first? What do I prioritize? It's more like, let's get this done. But I've also noticed that there's more balance, because sometimes I had the tendency to just go until I drove myself into the dirt, and then, God would intervene and make me sick, so I had to lay down, and,
you would get
take
sick.
care of myself. Yeah, so now it's
I would
like,
too.
okay. Yeah. So it's like more of a balance now, where I realize, I've been doing this project hard for this long. I need to take a break, and instead of running myself into the ground. So it's taking more time to take care of me, and even if it seems silly and it just feels good, like a Epsom salt bath or something. It can also, it cleans out like negativity, but, or something that I would have thought was frivolous, like to get my nails done. It feels good to do.
Yes, we must take care of ourselves like that. And because if we love ourselves, and that's part of loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves like that, then we can show love to others. If we feel all icky and we're not taking care of ourselves, that's not love to ourselves. We're not going to feel good to be around us. That's important. It's an important thing to say.
Yeah. And I hated spending the money on that when I was younger, because I thought, well, I can do it myself. And, if you do your own manicure, it's not very relaxing sometimes. Plus, I found it kind of a neat way to do, like, if you're not involved in conversation, to just enjoy and being alone, just,
No, I think it's important. Also, it hurts my neck to do my own, and it's like so much time consuming. It's worth the extra money just to save the time and do something else more productive.
Yeah.
I have a question for the both of you. I have a question for the both of you. Were you, what about doing the show has been a surprise for you?
Well, yes, I thought, I'm wondering, how am I going to handle doing this? It's pretty much daily. I think I've only had, in all these shows, like 15 shows, maybe 2 days I haven't done it consecutively. Yeah. And I feel that, wow, I'm surprised. I'm handling it just fine. It's not something that I've got to do that again. I actually am looking forward to it. It's a part of my day, just like praying or meditating or exercising. This show has just become a part of my day.
Yeah.
Did you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's like, since we've had Barbara on the show, I can't even imagine having a show without her. I mean, honestly, it's the us,
That makes me feel so good.
Well, good, because dang it, you're part of this. And I don't want you to ever be not a part. I mean, I want you to always be a part of this, because it feels so good having all 3 of us here. It's like, it feels complete. It feels safe. It just feels completely like, exciting, and this is like, fun, and this is home. It feels like it. We're all on the same journey.
I feel that way too, and I feel that way with you and Johnny, and that each one of us brings something special to the show.
Yeah. Yeah, like if we went without one of the other ones, it just wouldn't be the same.
Exactly. I feel the same way. What about you, Johnny? How do you feel?
Well, when I first started doing it, and I did it alone, it was empty. I felt like I was walking around this big building, that was empty, where the house was too big. I was living in a house where other people needed to be living with me, And then it was sort of like, and I was not expecting Kelly to love it. I was sort of expecting Kelly to just say, "Oh well, okay, sure," And I actually thought when I introduced her as my co-host, I was worried she might think it as an inconvenience to keep listening to her as a co-host. I had no idea that it was going to be like, what? Really? You want me to be the co-host?
Want me to come on tomorrow?
What?
Wow. So were you surprised too, Kelly? Were you surprised when you were asked to be a co-host?
Yeah, I was like, did you mean to call me that?
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I was so happy. And I was like, do I dare ask him? Because I don't want to bring attention to this and make a big deal out of it if that wasn't what he was intending, being nice or it came out. So, I got the courage up and I asked after the show, do you want me to, I noticed you said, you called me co-host. Did you mean to do that?
Oh, that's what you did you thought it might be an accident. How cute.
Yeah,
wow.
Thanks. I was like, do you want me to come on tomorrow? And he's like, well, yeah, if you want to. We're having this person on, and I don't know if you'd be interested. And I was like, yeah.
Wow, that's cool how that happened.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh.
Well, I it happened. Well, go ahead with yours. I'm sorry, you weren't even done. Sorry.
That's sorry. I just feel like God has definitely intervened with us. I mean, all three of us. I mean, seriously, how can you, if we were to write a story on a show starting with three people, I don't think we could have come up with anything more fantastic than what happened.
Well,
do you?
Actually,
no.
I've always thought in my mind, I was thinking in my mind if they did a movie about us, who would play who. And, I was thinking of if Seth Rogen would play me. But I don't know who would play you two. I mean, do you have any ideas?
I have no idea.
No, I have no idea who would. Why don't we just play ourselves?
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, are we turning into a movie now? He's so funny.
We'll have to ask Karen Page.
Oh, my goodness.
That'd be fun.
I mean,
we've thought about, about doing a reality TV show once we actually, not to say that we haven't, already lifted off the ground. We've been, doing more and more every week.
The reason I think that would be good is that it would give us an edge on other shows. I mean, it would be something that we would truly be unique because everybody else does not have, a reality TV show that's based, on this,
And most shows don't have people in different locations. Like, we are all over the map, the three of us. Even when you move, it's going to be all over the map. I mean, and we've never...
That's right. So, okay, so when you guys, you did 70 shows, 71 shows with Johnny Kelly, okay? Then you have had a lot of guests in 70 shows, right? So were you looking for a co-host, or did you just have me on and you decided, wow, maybe she would be a good addition, and then you guys asked me after the show? Or how did it work? I want to know.
Yeah, okay. I saw, when you came on, we have a lot of people that come on that like it. That's not that, this is not a big deal. It's just that it was a little different with you because this is what was happening, Okay, it was like it was with Kelly. It was like, oh, I love this. What are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? You know, that's what it was with you. It was, I love this. What are you guys doing tomorrow? Well, we're doing this. And what about the next day? We're doing this. And it's sort of like, it got to a point where I sort of figured if Barbara had her way, she would be on every day. Because, you know, that was the way she is. Which is sort of kind of the way that Kelly was in the beginning. It was sort of, you know, Kelly was saying things like to me, you know, I can help you network. My cousin dated one of the monkeys. And it was sort of like, she obviously, you know, it's like if it was up to Kelly would be here every day. You know, she would be here every day.
You really kept saying that. Oh, you love it just as much as Kelly loved it. I remember you kept saying that.
Yes. Yeah. It's like but it's more than that. There are some people that probably love it as much as Kelly does. It's just that they don't have the time. Like, for example, Holly. Holly loves it.
Yeah.
Neve even said that, you know, I love your work, but I don't have the time for it. You know, these are just some people who but like with you, it's like we began to realize that, you know, you kept saying, oh, I'd love to help you out, but I don't want to step on anybody's toes when you said that, you know. And you were worried, you didn't want Kelly to think that, you know, you were trying to take over. And that sort of
actually,
to be a little
no,
bit,
I
that
didn't know.
You kind
that's
of understood.
Right. No, that's not how it worked. People are listening, okay? This is how it was.
Sorry.
You told me that somebody tried to do that, okay? You said somebody after you guys already asked me, and I already said yes. You told me then that somebody had tried to do that to Kelly, and I thought that was horrible. And that's when I said, I hope she doesn't ever think that I would try to do that to her, because I love her.
I'm sorry if I described it wrong.
Thank you, because I'm not insecure. I don't I'm not offered things, and then I say, well, I would, but I don't want it. You know, that's not me. That's just not my personality.
Okay.
So thanks. I just needed to clarify that.
You're all right. You're absolutely right. You did say that. That's absolutely the truth. And we didn't want history to repeat itself. And so we made sure that, you know, it's just that, you know, it's like, I think Kelly just loves being, you know, co-host. And in a way, it's sort of like Cheers. And I feel like that Kelly, I always told Kelly, it's like, I feel like this is Cheers and you're Rebecca Howe or something, you know.
Yes. But Kelly, I mean, if I was you and that happened, I would be like, that's not cool. Here, you guys are asking somebody else to. No, you weren't even asking anybody. Actually, you didn't even ask somebody else to be. They tried to take over your spot without even being asked to be even a co-host. I mean, that's how the world is sometimes out there, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like, sometimes it's competitive and stuff on people to try to do things, and
that's not very cool.
No, and they wanted to have, you know, with the Johnny or the so and Johnny's show, and just, you know, make it speak about them, which is not, you know, the show isn't about any one person. It's about our coming together to, you know, create this place for people to meet. You know, and do the greater good.
It's always about, ooh, I am a popular playmate, and I can get you this many people. It's not about that. It's about how do we fit together and talk as human beings and help people. That's the big picture here. That's what I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not, you know, well, Kelly's not that well known. We don't really need her on the show.
That's
right.
So horrible. So I just thank you, Jonathan. I just it's really important how you put that to me, because that's showing like my personality, and I just.
My apologies if I told that story wrong. I didn't mean to.
No, you were
I'm
fine.
sorry
You're
about
fine
that.
now.
No,
it's fine. fine. It's all good.
It's just,
but I just can keep it. I like to keep it interesting for the listeners and to always, even though I start to get into the show and I forget that even people are listening, but now I'm aware of that they are listening. So what would they ask if they were here, or something that I wouldn't maybe ask? I'd try to ask the psychic or Kelly, because maybe answering the questions.
My favorite part of the show is that the way the callers have also got. One of our favorite parts of the show is the way the callers sometimes work behind the scenes. Like Robin, I just got off the phone with her, and I told her that I told her where the gaps were in the schedule, and to try to get chakra days on some of those days, and because I'd like to make sure that we do as much as we can every day. And she just, she was like, okay, I'll take a look at it, So Robin's been a big help.
Robin really has. And is she listening? Maybe she can call in.
Oh,
I don't know if she's calling in.
Robin, if you're out there, we have time now that our chakra client is driving and can't make it tonight. We have time to take calls.
Text her? You want me to text her?
I will.
Call her, get her on the phone?
I'll text her right now, but
okay.
Let's keep talking.
Yeah, I want to know how side pipe's doing.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see if I can find a three-way her in. Give me a second.
Okay, because I just texted her. But isn't that amazing what you were able to do with her and her dog side pipe, and then later on have two more friends from Seattle call in with their dog problems to another psychic. Helping one leads to another, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, I love that. Even if I'm not the one doing the thing. I absolutely love that we can connect people, Sometimes I'm just here, and that's fine, because, I'm not looking for the spotlight, but if it's something that I can help with, then I do,
Yeah.
So,
It does start out with a lot, though, Kelly, it starts out with you a lot, though, because you chakra heal. And you're going to start doing chakra healing on animals, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'm looking around to take Reiki, because Karen Page, I think it was, said it would start opening me up to other things. And so I'd like to, see what those other things are, too.
You know what? I have a question, because I'm new to this, and I would be studying it a lot more if I had more time, but I'm going to be moving, so I don't have a lot of time, but I'm planning on studying a lot of different kinds of things. But please tell us, what is Reiki?
Modality that has to do with the electromagnetic field that each of our bodies has, and adjusting it so that things are working optimally. It has to do somewhat with chakras. It may not individually address each one, but it's the same type of concept. And sometimes it's hands-on, and sometimes it's hands-on sort of a few inches away. And then there are people that can do it remotely, do chakras over the phone or video. They can do that kind of thing, like sending energy. I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to remember which one it was that was sending us, when she was talking to us, she was sending us energy, and I'm pretty sure that was Reiki. Yeah, that was Reiki, because she is a Reiki practitioner.
You know what? That is so interesting, because this might sound weird. I do this thing with energy, say when you're in a workout class and the jumping jacks turn into you have to hit the floor, then you have to jump, and you have to do a jumping jack in the air, and it's really hard. So I think in my mind, I think of my energy being used in my mind to catapult me up, and the actual mind power makes it easier. I really believe it, that And I try to teach this to my friend. I'm like, no, you can think of it in your mind to make that, you could either feel like you're a rock or you could feel light and springy, and your mind is so powerful. I'm telling you, if I don't put that thought into that move, it's almost impossible. But once I put that mind, that energy, my mind into that energy, it really works. It's amazing, the power of the mind.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like, that's manifesting. That's using, your imagery and putting that into motion in your body, because we each have the power to heal ourselves. We each have the power to, have our ability to do whatever we want to, but the thing is, we're limited most often by our mind, not by our environment, not by where we are, but by our own selves, because we don't believe we can.
It's the non-believing, and that creeps in so much when it has to do with other things. I'll get into that later. But you know what else I could do, which is so strange, but I have to tell you people what I can do with my mind. Okay, when people lick their fingers to change the page in a book, I actually, with my mind's power, I can make my fingertips moist. I just did it.
Oh, wow.
So I never have to wet my fingers to grab a paper or anything. I literally could do that in 1 second just from practicing it. I make the fingers moist. Is that crazy?
Yeah. I wonder if that's like a biofeedback thing, because I used to be able to control my blood pressure, with biofeedback. So I bet it is.
I think people can do a lot of things that they don't imagine. I mean, just imagine with just thinking of that, just that example right there, they can probably think of a million other things they can do with their mind, right?
Well, when you start bending stones and moving things around, we're going to start.
That's funny. Oh my God. That is funny.
Well, I'm looking for Robin, but she hasn't called in, but at least we texted her, so.
Yeah. Okay, well, we tried, and I texted her too. So, but it's okay. We're having a great conversation. What can you do with your mind's power, Johnny?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I'd have to really think about that question, because I mean, I've never really thought of myself, I mean, as psychic to the level of Karen Page, although I thought that, I'm always fascinated by it. I think that the only thing I'm going to say, though, in regards to this show is I told, the first conversation I had with Karen was on the radio. I said, I never told you my birthday. She goes, well, you didn't. And I said, well, it's May 28th. And then she goes, oh, you little Gemini, you. No wonder you're in radio.
Oh.
And because, me being a Gemini, and I've told the people about this, about astrology, they all say, oh, God, yes, you're in the right field, absolutely.
Oh, so that's interesting about the Gemini.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about the Gemini. What are you, Kelly?
Sagittarius.
Ooh, that's great. That's a good one.
Thank you. I bring the fire.
So am I. I'm a Leo, so they go well with Sagittarius as friends. That they work well. I want to get that birthday book again. I used to have that for. What's really interesting is putting the two people together as couples. The relationship book, astrology. That is always so fun. Like, say if you meet somebody new, you go look their birthday up.
Yeah.
You have that?
I have a book called The Secret Language of Relationships, and what they do is they match them up by deacon, and they'll tell you, like, I don't have the book with me, otherwise I'd bring it out. But
I have right here what your birthday reveals about you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I want them.
But
when is your birthday, Kelly? What is the birth date?
12/4/74.
So December 4th. Well, you didn't have to tell me the year.
Hi, everybody. I'm 44. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so great birthday.
Thank you. It was better when I was 40 in some ways because I looked like I was 30, but, life happens.
I think you look great.
Oh, by the way, last night, Ryan, my nephew, and Kelly got to talk to each other.
Oh, he sounds so like Stewart, even though he doesn't know who that is. I'm like, yep, you're a millennial.
Ryan is my nephew.
Who was you talking about, Kelly? I didn't hear the name. Who is he talking about?
Ryan is my nephew.
I know, but
he sounds
she
like
said that Ryan was talking about somebody. Who?
Oh, he sounds like Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, and he didn't know who it was?
Right, yeah. Like, yep, he's young.
Jimmy Stewart's one of my favorite. I love Jimmy Stewart.
Cool.
I love
Me too. Oh gosh, I love that. I love his movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
So,
yeah. It's a Wonderful Life. What a great message that is.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Love that movie. I didn't hear what you said before that, though. Okay, so your nephew talked to Kelly, and how old is your nephew?
About in his 20s.
Oh.
Yeah, so
well, that's
no
cool.
idea.
You talk about him. Yeah, he talks about his nephew a lot. Like, you must be close with your nephew.
Yeah, he is. He's interesting guy.
It's always interesting talking to young people.
Yeah.
There's this thing I have on my on the YouTube, and it's just so funny. My nephew has a certain behavior when he talks. Ooh yeah, and I've been trying to find this guy that's on YouTube that is exactly like him, and I'm trying to find him so that I can show it to him.
So, wow, I have the birthday book, and it's got like the part 1, the 12 signs of the zodiac. Then it's got the 9 basic numbers, and then it has the 366 birthdays of the year. So if anybody wants me to tell them about like either their favorite number or one that comes up, 1 through 9, or their sign or their actual birthday, not the year, but like I can do that from the book.
Can you say something about mine? I didn't know I would have a favorite number in there. It's August 21st.
Oh, okay. 899. Did you say August 21st?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure. August. Okay, August 21st. There we go. Okay. It says the enchanting personalities of those born on this day make them popular, sought-after companions. A born multitasker, you're considerably more versatile than the average Leo. New people and places provide you with welcome mental stimulation, and your need for variety impels you to continually seek out fresh challenges. Like the Energizer Bunny, your drive and vitality keep you going day after day. I think they say bunny. Your restless mind is always on the lookout for new subjects to study and new questions to ask and answer. August 21st, Lions are idealistic and high-minded, with a tendency to see themselves as noble heroes whose destiny it is to blaze a path for others to follow. While you have an intuitive grasp of the overall picture in most situations, you often lose interest with the nitty-gritty of routine details. You could probably carve out a successful career in any field you choose. However, with your independent spirit, you might not be happy in a job that is physically or mentally confining. Areas most likely to provide fertile ground for your talent include show business, sports, the media, advertising, education, and sales. You fall in love quickly, but if the relationship starts to feel confining, you may begin to get antsy. When your desire for permanence conflicts with your need to feel free and unfettered, you will usually choose love over freedom. On this day, on Suelia, a harvest festival held in honor of Consus, the earth god, took place on this day in ancient Rome. There were sacrifices and offerings of the first fruit, followed by horse racing in the Circus Maximus. The annual festival of Heraclea was also held on this date in honor of the god Heracles and included sacrifices at his time. Then there's a list of a bunch of people that were born on your birthday. Did you want those or?
No, that's okay. I kind of remember all that, but that is very interesting and very true. I am not a creature of habit. I do have to always be stimulated with different things, that's for sure. And yeah, it's always interesting. And so I love that. And that'd be kind of fun if a caller called in and we could tell them a little bit about themselves with that book. That's always fun. You know, that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Then I have apps that do, apps that, I have apps that do cards. I've got apps that do, like your daily horoscope, your weekly, your love matches. If you are dating a such and such and you're a so-and-so, what is the compatibility, that kind of thing. I love my app.
Oh, yeah. So this is in the app? You have an app for that?
I have an app for that, but this is the actual birthday book that I'm through.
Right. I want to know about the app. I want to get the app. What is it?
Oh, okay. Let me get into my phone here. It's called Daily Horoscope, and it has like a red background with a white DH. And I get that from the Google Play Store. But if you have an iPhone, you can probably get it from the iPhone, whatever it is that you get them from.
Okay. I do have that phone. Okay. Yes, and I have a daily horoscope that comes to my email now that I've been doing this show. I've been more into it. I think they're finding me actually somehow because I have it in my bio on each social media, and so they're finding me, and they're always offering me free horoscopes and all that. So I read that every day. It's fun. It's really fun to read.
Yeah. Some of them go in deeper, like there's one called Astro Matrix and another one called Astro Daily Horoscope. But my go-to is always the daily horoscope. And then sometimes through...
I want to get it. How do you spell it again? The what horoscope?
There's daily horoscope. And then there's Astro Daily Horoscope.
Oh, Astro.
And then and then there's one called Astro Matrix.
Okay.
And then on Facebook Messenger, I have something, but I don't really use that one too much. And then I have one that has to do with cards, but that's like I don't know. Some of these.
Well, I think that gives you a lot for the listeners to go on. And that's fun. So I'm going to get one right now. Astro Horoscope Lifestyle. And also you guys could go on our group page on Facebook and join there. I'm always inviting people to that page because daily I know we all post, or Kelly and I do post our shows, what's coming up there. If you don't follow us on our separate social media, you can always go to Life, Laughter, Happiness on our group page on Facebook and see what's going on for that day. And then also it's fun to post there, little quotes we find or uplifting things. Or also, I sometimes talk to the psychics after they read me. And then I tell them, wow, you know what? Like, remember the pillow? She's like, I see a pillow with my son that passed. And the next day I saw the pillow come right at my computer. And I've never seen that picture again. And it was a picture of a pillow that I had. And so it was a symbol.
Oh, my word.
Did you know that?
What? No, I didn't know that. I mean,
no. What happened was the next day, she said, I see a pillow. And on my computer, I've never found this picture again. And it was from my wedding, which was a long time ago. That it didn't work out, but okay. It made sense because the pillow had the ring tied on it, okay? And it was a symbol, I felt like, of that marriage that was not a good. I had to get away. And that was my thing that I thought my son was telling me, no, don't stay with that, because I was conflicting a while back about thoughts of that. I felt like he was saying, no, go, get away. Isn't that crazy? Because that was the day I was like, no, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be in this anymore. And he was validating that. Remember, she said my son was up dancing around my head all the time. He's always here with me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And she said that he was trying to show me a pillow. Remember, he was trying to tell me pillow. Then I saw on my computer that night, or it was the next day, the pillow right there with the ring on it. And I knew that was a sign that he was saying, your decision is correct. Get out now.
Wow, that is so cool.
And I wrote that to her. Wow. So I wrote that to the psychic who told me that. And she wrote back, she's like, but that's so great. You know, I mean, it validates people. It makes them know they're right on the right track, that you appreciated their reading. It helped you. I mean, that's so great. So we do all that on our page, people. You can look at our group page on Facebook and find, you know, we do communicate there, don't we, Kelly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. Like, expanding our community to keep more friends and keep in contact with each other. It's great.
We have about 2 minutes left, but, you know, it's funny. She always comments about how the show goes by so fast.
It does.
Yeah. Wow.
It really does. It's like two girlfriends talking, but then we had Johnny to talk to, too. We had to get him involved.
Yeah. He has the man's perspective. Yeah, it's good. It's a good balance.
It really was. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, you guys, and hopefully...
Thanks for all coming on and helping.
Yeah, thank you. I look forward to meeting
we can have. Yes. What is her name? It's a cute name. I loved her name.
Kitra?
Yeah. She's cute. So something come up with her, we'll have her on another time.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.